Hey you guys, so this video will hopefully be one of, if not the last one with these. I have great new headphones that I just have to get an adapter for to fit in my phone. Anyways, so this week's video, well, I don't really do these on a weekly basis, even though I try to, but you know what I mean. So this video is going to be about limitations. And I know that, especially in the disabled community, what I'm going to say is probably a little bit controversial. All limitation is self-imposed. All limitation is limiting beliefs within yourself. Because if you think about it, think about something somebody said to you that you just brushed off. It was because you didn't believe it. It didn't resonate with you. But let's say somebody does something to you, says something to you, or let's say, for instance, with the disabled, let's say you're discriminated against. Or, well, that would still be discriminated against. I was going to say, let's say you come upon a building that's not accessible. Same thing. So, for me, as you guys know, if you've been with me on this channel for any amount of time, even if a place is not physically accessible, I will find my way in if it's something that I want to do. If not, I will use the excuse to get out of it that it's not accessible, if it's something that I don't care about. But it's just an excuse. Because I believe wholeheartedly in where there's a will, there's a way. I make things happen that I want to happen. So, for your life, and even for mine, because, I'm not perfect just because I'll go anywhere. Of course, I've had limitations that were self-imposed. A lot of most people's limitations are not physical. They just tend to stand out more as physical with people living with disabilities. Most limitation, the reason that it's self-imposed is because it's in your head. And that might sound horrible, because it might seem very real to you, but you're assigning a meaning to what happened. You're assigning a meaning to what somebody said. Or you're trying to figure something out, and your belief is blocking the result. So, you can even really have determination for something and really want to do something, but fear can be what's blocking you. Fear can be what's instilling that limiting belief. That, okay, I really want to do this, or I really want to go here, or whatever, but, and then you just cut yourself off from what you want to do. It's like, it's the law of attraction. You're telling yourself that you can't do something or go somewhere, and because you believe that you can't, that's exactly what's going to happen. And that's why I've grown up, thank God, being taught never say I can't. Because it is. It's just a limiting belief, and it's an excuse. So back to the broader, it doesn't have to be physical. And it never actually starts physical, no matter if you are somebody with a physical disability or not. It always starts in your head. It always starts with how you feel about whatever it is that you're about to do. What the heck did I just do? And, you know, there is that saying, you're your own worst enemy, and sometimes you are, especially when it comes to limitations. And I know that specifically for people living with disabilities, there are many physical limitations in the world. But you are the limitation for yourself if you're going to let that stop you right now, because you can't snap your fingers and have a beautiful, universal designed world where everything is accessible for everybody at the snap of a finger. It can happen, and I believe it will happen. But for right now, if you want to live a full life, you have to get over your limiting beliefs. And when I say that, it does sound kind of cruel, and I'm not saying that it's easy, but it can be done. The most core beliefs within somebody that cause and spiral limiting beliefs are about self-worth, self-love, everything to do with self. It's not about the world. Yeah. Again, for people living with disabilities, sometimes you're taught, like I said, thank God I wasn't, but sometimes you're taught to be scared. Sometimes you're taught not to try because you can't. And if you are a parent who is teaching your child with a disability that they can't, please don't mute me because I will probably smack you. That will make it harder for you as somebody with a disability to overcome that, especially if it's been ingrained in you forever by the people you've trusted with literally your life. You will have a bit of a hard time getting over that, but again, it can be done. You just have to want the self-worth enough that you don't currently have to do the work and do your best for yourself. And like I always say, I'm here for support. I can coach you. I have books that you can use for references. I have a ton of videos on here that you can look for. But please don't hesitate, especially if you are not around people who have pushed you past paralysis and people who really want the best for you to live your fullest, highest potential, because it's there. You don't have to settle for here just because you have a disability. You can reach for up here. So that's really all I wanted to encourage you with tonight. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. If you know somebody who you think this video can help, please share it with them. And I will talk to you guys soon.